Hello, hello. I'm a bit drunk, and I'm gonna rank every single WrestleMania main event in a tier list because I just love tier lists. And that is all the preamble. We're getting straight off to it. WrestleMania 1 Hogan and Mr. T versus Roddy Piper and Paul Orndorff. This is honestly, this is a B tier. This is pretty good. This was much better than I thought it was gonna be. I want to be honest. Like, my expectations were low. One, my expectations for Mr. T were fucking nothing, but he did way more than I expected. He was quite active. I thought, I mean, the action wasn't anything special, but it was basically just a bunch of fucking eye rakes. There was like 9 eye rakes in this match. Hogan especially loves an eye rake. Um, yeah, I like the hard cam in this. It looks cool. Really not much, but it's really not bad. Okay, then it's gonna be C tier. I feel like it doesn't deserve a B tier, but it's short. Actually, you know what? I'm sticking to it. I'm sticking to the B tier. It's short. It's inoffensive. It's a perfectly good main event. Now, one below though, Hogan and Bundy, WrestleMania 2 is just all right. I mean, fucking Elvira's on commentary. Doesn't give a shit about wrestling. Just cracking jokes the whole time. Fucking I mean, Jesse Ventura, though, is great on commentary in this match, which he is later not in a later match. But in this one, he was very entertaining. Like, he on one, to be honest, as the play by play guy. Um, even though not much is happening, crowd is fucking white hot for everything. So that kind of it means it's not any lower than what it actually is. But yeah, short too, so it doesn't overstay its welcome. It's all right. It's all right. Now, that being said, WrestleMania 3. Now, this is A tier. I thought this match was going to suck. I'm going to be honest. Um, because, like, it's one of those iconic matches, but my assumption was always that it was really bad. But no, honestly, it's, like, again, none of these first, like, 7 WrestleMania main events are that long, so none of them can be like that horrendous, even if they're like kind of dull. But this isn't dull at all, really. Crowd is fucking on fire, like for everything. I mean, Andre can barely move, but I don't know. It's like maybe it's just like what they turned it into, the legend of this match. But it does feel hype, like these two titans clashing, even them just staring at each other, crowd going ballistic. It's hype, you know. I'm not gonna ignore that. All these years later, it's hype. Jesse Ventura again is great on commentary in this match. That being said, okay, I'm kind of I'm a little drunk here, as I said, so I'm sort of like reminiscing of these matches as I'm thinking about them. There is a 3-minute bear hug in this match, so it's going it's going to pretty good. There is a 3-minute bear hug. It's pretty ridiculous. Any match with a 3-minute bear hug cannot be called amazing. But that being said, this will probably be top of pretty good match. Also, again, the hard cam. I love the hard cam in this match. It's gonna just get worse over time, but I love it. Okay, WrestleMania 4. This match is fucking honestly kind of lame. Like, technically, it's better than all the other matches above it, but there's no heat. It's boring. It doesn't feel like it should be the main event. Hogan's coming in to steal all of Macho Man's thunder. The highlight is a goddamn suplex. Like, this is a very lame main event. Moving on. That being said, next up, this is good shit here. WrestleMania 5, Macho Hogan. First of all, The white boots peak. Second of all, Macho Man. Incredible performance in this match here. Incredible. Like, great heel work. Just a slimy piece of shit. You want him to get his ass kicked. Hogan, also great, but Macho kind of steals the show in here. Jesse Ventura is not good on commentary in this match. Fucking said it. He's incredibly distracting here, as opposed to, like, the previous two matches. I thought he was good. No, he's really bad in this. Just the fucking contrarian the whole goddamn time. Incredibly distracting. Very annoying. This, like, despite still being the classic Hogan formula, it's good. It feels good. It's not too slow. There's kind of a long rest hold in here, but, like, I forgive. It's not 3 minutes. It's not a 3 minute bear hug, that's for sure. So yeah, Hogan, Macho, amazing. Okay, first. Wait, what's this? Oh yeah, I completely forgot. Hogan Warrior. Hogan and Warrior is also A tier. Okay. Hogan does a small package in this match. That's what one of my notes is about this. So I wrote notes about these matches when I watched them up until the fucking Iron Man match, where I got way too bored and stopped taking notes. But for now, I have notes. Hogan does a small package. A tier just for that alone. He's also kind of working heel, which is a nice change of pace. Like, not really fully heel. Like, I mean, he still does eye rakes and fucking back rakes and shit, but, like, it's nice to see a slightly different dynamic to the match. That being said, also the crowd is on fire. Shout out Canada. Shout out Toronto crowd. Like, this is kind of. I remember the first thing I thought when this match was, like, finished was not a good match, but it was a good match. Like, it was, like, the best worst match. And maybe it's just because how simple it was. It's them just sort of doing. I mean, okay, I hate the test of strength spot, the fucking blowjob spot. That might bump it down to pretty good. Yeah, very homosexual spot in this match. Not that there's anything wrong with a homosexual spot. I mean, it's pro wrestling after all, but he holds him in his fucking on his knees for a very long time. It's boring and it's really cringy to watch. But that being said, the rest of this match is them just kind of playing the hits, and it's hype. And the finishing sequence, especially, is fucking awesome. I don't know, a Hulk up doesn't get old, but, like, the way they sequence the final, I guess maybe the final minute to 2 minutes of this match, hype. Hype as hell. I mean, Hogan kicking out 3.1 is fucking classic Hogan. Classic dickhead Hogan, but other than that, this is. Yeah, it's not amazing. But it is pretty good. It is better than Hogan and Under, that's for sure. Now into the shitter. We got this boring piece of shit here. Fuck this match. That's what I gotta say to that. This match sucks ass. Horrible work from both guys. Sergeant Slaughter is gassed immediately. He has horrible chair shot. For some reason, there's blood in this. I guess they were trying to, like, spice it up a little bit so Hogan gets some color. But, like, of all the matches for him to get it, it's this fucking trash. Yeah, F tier, shit show. Not the worst Mania main event, but really, really bad. Don't recommend this to anybody. Hogan and Sid is D tier. Honestly, a worse match than Savage and DiBiase. Entrances are great in this match, Sid's especially. I also wrote down Real American is a banger. And to my past self, you're absolutely correct. Real American is a banger to this day. Top 10 entrance themes, 100%. There's also a test of strength in this match too, and it's somehow worse than the Warrior one. I think it's because the crowd is not nearly as on fire. It just makes it more awkward. It goes on for a very long time. Cool choke slam. I like when Hogan takes a shitty. He has to jump up for a choke slam. It's always entertaining. But yeah, no, this match is really boring. So kind of, do I put it in pretty bad? No, it's not pretty bad because again, it's not that long. That being said, the finish is botched. I can't tell if that makes the match worse or not because objectively, it's more entertaining. Like knowing that he's forced to kick out of the leg drop because of the fucking, was it Papa Shango interference? Is it Papa Shango? I don't know. Um, yeah, pretty bad. I don't care. This is the White Claw talking. It's pretty bad. Okay, Brett versus Yoko. Okay, so I'm torn on this. I'm putting it here. The Brett and Yoko match is actually not bad. I like it much more than I like their next match. Um, like it's a Bret Hart match, so it's not gonna be bad at all. But I like the strategy he plays here. I like that he like starts off immediately with the running drop kick. It's kind of like, I don't know. The match is definitely overshadowed by shithead Hogan coming in and stealing the thunder, and that's why it can never be anything more than D. But the match is not bad. But its epitome is lame. Like the Hogan thing is the epitome of lame. Okay, Bret vs. Yoko, Wrestlemania 10. This doesn't have like this has the positive quality, as in Bret wins and celebrates and closes the show with the belt. That being said, this match is very boring, way worse than the first Bret Yoko match. Cornette does take a great punch from Roddy Piper, but that's the highlight. Very boring match. Moving on. Bam Bam Lawrence Taylor. This is alright actually. This is better than the steel cage match. Mostly because Lawrence Taylor is performing like on a much higher level than you think he kind of should. He can't sell at all, like at all. He gets back up from everything, and like you could tell, like Bam Bam's trying to give him like he's trying to take time to sort of soak it in, let him sell while like feeding from the audience, and he'll turn around and Lawrence Taylor's back up on his feet. Dude's not selling for shit. Um, but I do like his clotheslines. One of 15 clotheslines he throws in this match. I do like it. It's pretty boring. Like it still is boring. It's not exciting, but like he's not fucking up. And before like celebrity matches, I mean, I guess Mr. T was technically a celebrity match, and that was good too. But like for a Mania main event with a celebrity, it's all right. It's all right. Okay. WrestleMania 12 is pretty bad. Fuck this match, man. Fuck the Iron Man match between Brett and Shawn. It's it's boring. It's an hour long. I mean, people know this. It's an hour long with no falls. And what that means is something interesting happens once every 10 minutes, essentially. Like, there is, that means there's like, a handful of quality moments. There is a great gut wrench suplex. There's no, like, poorly performed moves in this match. But it is still pretty bad because it's so uninteresting. Like the super kick to the outside to like Tony Chemmel or whoever, where like Brett moves out of the way at the last second. Good shit. Like there are moments here, but it's an hour. You could never get me to rewatch this again. I only watched this because I had to. It was terrible. It was terrible. Great entrance for Shawn though. Great entrance for Shawn. And I'm not being totally truthful when I say it's terrible because it's not in shit show for a reason, but it is pretty bad because it's you get it. It's boring as shit. Oh yeah, WrestleMania 13, Undertaker versus Psycho Sid. Um, this is bottom of kind of lame. Like, there's really the most interesting part of this match is like he apparently shit himself. Sid did, and like when that's the most interesting part of your match. Yeah, at least it's not a fucking hour long though. Okay, WrestleMania 14. Shawn Michaels and the Texas Rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin. This match, I think, is pretty good. Meep. Better than WrestleMania 1, in fact. And the reason is, I always thought this match was kind of underrated because everyone has shit on it, even from the guys in the match, because of the Shawn Michaels back injury and blah blah blah. Everyone always says like this match was a disappointment because of Shawn's back injury, but like it's okay because he was injured. Side note: if anyone's listening to this, I don't think he was actually injured. I buy into that conspiracy theory. Anyway, this actually is a pretty solid match. I love the brawl out by like the drum set. I love Shawn's entrance too, but the fight out in that shit always look good. I think it's also partially because of standard quality pro wrestling. Just always looks better than HD wrestling, but like something about those brawls to the outside and old Attitude Era matches looks so fucking good. Throughout the Attitude Era, really, like Austin matches pretty much will go out and he'll like throw someone on a car and it just looks so cool. Because it's kind of like grimy, I guess. But like the whole fight on the outside in this match is great. Um, it's a little slow at parts, I'm not gonna lie. But honestly, great finishing sequence. Solid work from both guys. Good brawl. The fast count from Mike Tyson is not ideal, but like, I think this is still pretty good. Okay, next up, WrestleMania 15. This is top of all right. It's like obviously the worst Austin Rock Mania match. Honestly, this is an entertaining match. It like very clearly is flawed, and the contrast of the other matches, it's hard to ignore. But there's like a bunch of bullshittery, a bunch of fuckery here. Um, at least in the end. Yeah, it's all right, and Austin wins and gets a huge pop. It's all right. I can't say too much else about it. Just like I can't say too much against fucking this lame piece of shit. This fucking okay. This is top of kind of lame. I think because of all the bells and whistles attached, like all the McMahons. A McMahon in every corner. The fact that it's a fatal four way. I feel like a bad fatal four way match is like always better than a bad one on one match. There's like more moving parts, more stimulation. Um, okay, fucking Big Show has no business being in this match. To be honest, neither does Mick Foley because he should have just stayed retired. Like he retired a month prior, and he's been brought back just to lose again. What was the point of this? Um, it should have just been The Rock and Triple H. Everyone knows this. It's not. It's a very long match, like too long, especially when you know the outcome. Big Show might as well not be in it. It's like the classic formula of like the big guy that's eliminated first, like taken out by a bunch of finishers and shit. Um, I love Mick Foley's story about missing the announce table and being like, "We're not going to Disneyland," but like again, I enjoyed the final part between The Rock and Triple H. Kind of saves this from being pretty bad, but again, Triple H wins. The hell, lame. Moving on. 17. How can I put this in anything other than GOAT? Whatever you want to say about what happened after. With the heel turn being kind of shit. The match is great. Big time, insanely hot crowd, which again, the formula will improve any match. It could be a decent match. If it's got a hot crowd, it'll be a great match. This crowd is insane. So it's a great match. And again, it's the two top guys going at it. Formula for success. I never liked how the heel turn was prolonged. Like, Austin's revealed to work with McMahon and he hits a finisher, or a steel chair shot, blah, 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 and it, like, doesn't get the win. And he sort of just had to beat up The Rock for a bit and then sort of just pin him after, like, 12 chair shots. I think they overdid it, to be honest. I think they should have just done more of like a flash stunner to the pin, personally. That being said, I don't really have many complaints about this match. It's good shit. It's actually, I think it's disrespectful to say it's good shit. It is one of the best WrestleMania main events of all time. I just feel like I can't personally break it down any better because I watched Stone Cold himself break it down. It's like, man, what am I going to say that's more than the man himself? Fucking excellent match. Jericho, Triple H. Okay, I haven't written any more notes down here, so we're just going off it. Jericho Triple H is. I kind of liked this match when I was younger. I don't really know why. I hate Jericho's gear in this match. Fucking green. You might as well just like paint "I'm gonna job" on my fucking trunks. Yeah, Tavo kind of lame. There are decent moments in this, and by decent moments I mean Stephanie McMahon is hot as shit in this. Um, you know what? I'm I'm hesitant to put it in all right, but I hate the finish. It flying nothing into pedigree, and Jericho looked like a bitch, so it's kind of lame. And also, everyone knows this was not the rightful main event of that pay per view anyway. Brock vs. Kurt, WrestleMania 19. Woo! This is amazing. This is better than Hogan and Savage. If Brock Lesnar lands the shooting star press in this match, it is in GOAT, but it's not. Because it's just an awkward finish. He almost breaks his neck, and then they're sort of stumble to their feet, and then he kicks him and hits another F5, 1, 2, 3. It's an inherently awkward finish. That being said, this is still a great fucking match. Suplexes, fucking stiff ass strikes. There's a sick ass German suplex into the turnbuckle, which I never seen Kurt Angle do in any other match. Also, knowing what both guys went through before and after, I'm pretty sure Kurt Angle almost died before this match. He still went out there, and they didn't sort of silly this with any Vince McMahon bullshit or anything. Just a fucking amazing match. And I think this is better. This might be their best match, to be honest. I don't think this is. Maybe it's a hot take. I'm not a huge fan of their Iron Man match. Sorry for the coughing. Yeah, I'm not huge on the Iron Man match, but this is amazing. Speaking of amazing, more like speaking of one of the best Mania main events of all time, is Triple H for Shawn Michaels versus Chris Benoit. This match is fucking incredible. And no one's ever gonna. Well, people will, but the company will never talk about this match. Understandably, I get it. He killed a kid. Fuck Chris Benoit. That being said, if we're talking about it objectively, subjectively, this match is fucking phenomenal. Just I already love Triple H and Shawn Michaels matches. You throw Chris Benoit, who's an all-time wrestler, in there, mwah, magic. Shawn Michaels all-time blade job in this match. And honestly, no one, just a great Shawn Michaels performance in general. I love everything about what he does in this match. I love his staggered super kick to break up I think it was a sharpshooter. Yeah, no, he's incredible in this match. Triple H too. White boots Triple H. You're getting a great match. And he's incredible in the final submission sequence. He sells his ass off, milks that shit, taps out at the perfect crescendo. Boom. All timer. Absolute all timer. Moving on. Well, he went from an absolute all timer to kind of a meh. Yeah. No, this is pretty good. Bottom of pretty good. Feel good moment for Batista. I don't know. It's tough to explain this, but I always loved Triple H and Batista matches, even though I can't say that I think they had amazing chemistry. I just think it always looked right them wrestling. Anytime Batista's throwing Triple H around, it just looked badass. I don't know. It just felt right in all their matches, but this one especially as well. Like, there's nothing really to it. I don't know. I can't justify this one, but it's pretty good. That's what I'm doing. Also pretty good. It's John Cena versus Triple H Wrestlemania matches. God, this dude was main eventing a lot. This match is pretty good. I thought this match was amazing when I was a kid because I watched it for the first time in a highlight video. Then I had to watch it in real life. And it's not as good as it was in the highlight video. That being said, great entrance from John Cena in this match. He again, this is the point where he's really not doing much in his matches. He clotheslines Triple H a lot. But I like his clotheslines, and he's kind of fired up every single thing he does. So it kind of works. Like, again, like Cena's not really a good wrestler here, but like he's still putting on good matches. So I guess he is a good wrestler. Anyway, I hated the STF finish here, and I hated it in the next year's match as well. It took John Cena 20 years to figure out how to do a good fucking submission finisher, but yeah, I'm not a fan of how it ended this match. That being said, everything else about this match is pretty great. I like this match a lot. I mean, I'm calling it pretty great and putting it in a thing called pretty good. But that's because I'm not calling it amazing. It's just pretty good. Top pretty good. Okay, Cena Michaels. Maybe an unpopular opinion. Right here. This match has a very incredible sequence, like maybe 20 minutes into it. Michaels flips out of the AA, lands on his feet, goes for the sweet chin music, Cena dodges, hits the STF, like that kind of whole thing. If you've seen it, you know what that sequence is. It is great. But what people don't talk about is this match is very boring for the first like 10 minutes. I understand why Shawn Michaels was pissed at John Cena for not selling the legwork. Because the first 10 minutes of this match is legwork. And Cena probably throws it out the window. So it makes it not mean anything. And it's very uninteresting. I know someone that was in the crowd for this match, and I don't know why I decided to say that, but that's a fun factoid for you. Um, yeah, that first part of this match is what holds it back because the Triple H John Cena match did not bore me as much. I do think the highs of this match, of the Shawn Michaels match, are higher, but again, you gotta look at it in a complete package, and a lot of this is uninteresting. So boom. Again, he also finishes an STF. We hate that. Also, Michael should have won. We hate that he didn't win. Oh, and the beer. How many more fucking matches do I have? Oh my god. So many. Alright. Let's speed round this shit. I thought this would be a way shorter video. Okay, Undertaker Edge. This is top of pretty good. I get meh. Yeah. Great counters in this match. I like the Edge. Edge plays just a great heel, but like a smart heel, not a chicken shit. Like he comes prepared for every move that Undertaker has, and I like that. Legendary Charles Robinson run. Very hype final 5 minutes in general to this match. Um, Honestly, yeah, like I don't know what holds this back from being amazing. I think because it is a little like I always find Edge heat segments really not that interesting. He was never that interesting. Like he's popping on a headlock, but he's never making that shit that exciting. And there is like a part of this match that is kind of boring and slow, but the highs are very high. Undertaker has a great entrance. Undertaker wins at Mania, which I do love. He should have won at Mania more. Yeah, top are pretty good. Not amazing, but almost there. Trim a few minutes off that match, and it'd be amazing. Okay, finally, we can get back to shit. Not shit show. Trips vs. Orton. It's pretty bad. It's really boring. Everyone knows the story was ruined. Just, just ruined. Um, that being said, it's not long enough to. It is kind of long. I guess there's like. Okay, you know what? I don't know why I'm defending. No, this is a shit show. Not as bad as Hogan and Slaughter. They start the match out with finishers. and then they wrestle for 20 more minutes. What were they thinking? Yeah, I can't defend this. I can't say this is even on the same level. I feel like it's disrespectful to Brett and Sean to say this is the same level. Moving on. Okay. Streak versus career is GOAT. That's a GOAT tier. There are a few things that are worse in this match than their previous match. That, or maybe just like flaws in general. Sean doesn't properly flip over to counter the Hell's Gate into like the pinfall. Like he gets caught on Undertaker's leg. It looked awkward. His moonsault again hits Undertaker's legs. It works somewhat, but if it was a full splash moonsault, would have looked a lot better. Other than that, this match is incredible. The the final minute of this match is peak wrestling. The jumping tombstone is like an ultimate finisher. Um, the video package into this match is incredible. The lighting and the arena, WrestleMania 26 arena, great. Especially the lighting. Like, it looked fantastic. Michaels' gear is fantastic. Undertaker's entrance is fantastic. Just the stakes. It's you know what? I said it. I said it. It is. It's not as good as the triple threat because the triple threat is just much more of an exciting match to me personally. That being said, story is very epic here. It's tight. It's tight in GOAT category, but that's why they call it the GOAT category. Okay, I said speed round, and I don't think I've sped this up at all. Cena and Miz is kind of lame. Okay, okay, another unpopular opinion. This match is not that bad. It's not that bad. First of all, The Miz does a trip to John Cena in their little drop down sequence. He trips him. That shit was awesome to me as a kid. It's still awesome now. I love when wrestlers do that. Second of all, The Miz takes a very awesome attitude adjustment in this match. Gets some crazy height on it. Third of all, this match is pretty short. And I always thought the Miz and Cena had good chemistry. Maybe that's just because I like the Miz's moveset. Like his little duck under punch, his little backbreaker, neckbreaker thing. It was always cool to me. Like, it's not a good main event. And the finish is really bad because it was restarted. I feel like if you restarted this match and they went maybe 5 minutes longer and The Miz didn't splatter his brain on the fucking concrete, they went 5 more minutes. This maybe could be higher up. This could maybe be a pretty good main event. But I think people hate this more than the quality of the match suggests. It's just more so because it's the Miz main event. So this is just alright. Okay. I have voices in the air. Cena and Rock. Mania main event. Me. Top are pretty good. This shit is still epic to this day. It's a half an hour match, so it was kind of a hard rewatch, but like not that bad. Like as far as Rock goes, you'd expect him to do a lot worse in this match than he actually did, and he kept up the pace, which you can't say for the next match that he is in, which is next year's match. But this match, for the most part, holds up. I hated Cena's lime green gear. I never liked Cena in green. When he came out of this match with the green, wasn't a fan. That being said, overall, this match is pretty solid. Finishing sequence with Cena going for the freaking people's elbow, getting caught, the shot of him on the ramp, looking sad. In which they're like led into his worst year ever, where his wife left him. His wife divorced him because he lost The Rock. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Too long. Too long to be amazing. Okay, their second match though is fucking lame. Boom. Bottom of it. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, it's worse than Sid and Taker. Not only is this match
a foregone conclusion. I remember I was watching in 2013, and I remember the final three of that Royal Rumble: Cena, Ryback, and Sheamus. And I was like, oh, come on, we're doing The Rock and Cena and fucking Mania again, aren't we? And Cena's gonna get his win back because he had to. So people went into this match already knowing what was gonna happen. And then they have another 30-minute match, which is much less interesting, with a worse Cena attire, the dark blue, black fucking John Cena attire sucks. The shirt sucks. They have like was the most amount of finishers I've ever seen in a match at that point before NXT started. They do like maybe 6 or 7 different finishers, trying to make it an epic. Did not fucking land. And then again, he just lands another random AA at the end. Number 8. That even an interesting finishing sequence this time. Just pins him. Yeah, this match sucks, and I never want to watch it ever again. Moving on. Top of amazing. Not GOAT tier, but amazing. Randy Orton almost dies in this match on that RKO on the announce table monitor. I don't know what's giving this match from being GOAT. I think it's because I don't know. I find it hard to separate my initial feeling of watching this match, which was when the streak had ended and I was watching and I saw the streak end. And this match, like, because of that, the first like 15 minutes, I wasn't like super into it. And then by the end, I was into it like everyone else was. But when I was rewatching it, I felt the same vibe of like, none of this is bad, but like I still had that like lethargic feeling of like, damn, the Undertaker streak ended. And then obviously when they get into it at the end, the near falls, very hype stuff. It's tough to ignore. It's fucking good shit. Daniel Bryan wins. Michael Cole is excellent on commentary in this match. It's also a nice payoff. Like 2 years prior, he's calling him a nerd on commentary, and in this one, he's like begging for him to win the match. Excellent near fall, especially to call out, is when I think Bryan hits the running knee on, I want to say Batista, and Orton throws him out or something like that, but there's like a very close kick out. They got me, got everyone. I remember jumping out of my seat at the end when I was watching it as a kid. Um, maybe I do know what's holding this match back. Daniel Bryan's furry boots. I hate those. I hated them when he first came out with them. I hate them now. They look really bad. They look comfortable, but they look really bad. That's what's holding him back. Oh, what's next? Oh, baby, here we go. Brock Roman's 31. Let's take this up a notch. Boom, go tier. Yeah, I said it. No, I won't elaborate. Moving on. Okay, I'll elaborate a little bit. This match was incredible. Incredible near falls. Like, one of the best near falls of all time is the 2 spears to Brock Lesnar. Um, People talk about the cash in. This match is fucking incredible. Before the cash in even happens, the cash in pushes it to GOAT status. But this was looking to be the most least anticipated Mania main event of all time in 2015. The story was terrible. And these two came out and they beat the shit out of each other. And they put on that goddamn bar burner to shut everyone up. This is a GOAT tier WrestleMania main event. And just when you think Roman couldn't do it again, he couldn't. Because this Triple H match is a fucking shit show. Again. In fact, it's worse. It's probably the worst one of them all. Because not only is it the same problem as the John Cena Rock Mania 29 as in the foregone conclusion, no one really likes a Mania main event when you know exactly how it's going to end. Everyone knew Cena was going to beat Rock. Everyone knew Roman was going to beat Triple H. So instead of having maybe a 12-minute, like, what everyone in 2015, 2016 who ever cheered Roman is what he was doing is just like destroying people. So have him and Triple H beat the shit out of each other like a car crash. sort of weaponry, all over the place, bells and whistles, interference. That was their saving grace here. But instead, old Ric Flair, old Triple H in Ric Flair's body, decided to put on a old school freaking territory style title defense, 30-minute slow paced work the leg Indian deathlock match, and it died a very painful death. Not only was it one of the worst manias of all time, this is where people were trying to end it on, of maybe they could salvage this mania with a good main event. They sure didn't. They sure didn't. There was a very cool neck breaker off the announce table around halfway in. That is the highlight. And Stephanie McMahon takes a bump. And she takes a bump every mania. And it always gets a good pop because it's always cathartic. Because Stephanie McMahon spent full years emasculating everyone that she would be in the ring with. And they were not allowed to get revenge on her until Mania. So I think she takes a spear in this match. And it was good. But it does not excuse 30-minute shit show of a fucking slogfest Triple H forced epic at the end of one of the worst manias ever. Boom, shit show. Oh, and Roman Reigns. You did it again. No, you didn't. This match was not that bad, actually. I think I like this match more for what it was trying to do than what it actually did. Yeah, what it was trying to do puts it puts it enough. I love the story. I guess the outside context, whatever you call it, the meta text, the young guy, the young athlete in his prime against the old, beaten down veteran, on his final stand. The story is pretty much the story of this match, and I really love it. And I love like Undertaker can't keep up with the new big dog. The final spear is him literally being lapped, like just shut down. He loses. I'm gonna sneeze. Sneezed. Puts his boots down in the ring. There's an incredible shot of Roman, once he's won and the fireworks are going off, and the WrestleMania 33 set was so good. The imagery, the aesthetic, the story of this match is so good. But the match is really bad, so that's what it balances out into all right tier. Um, it's more sad because the Undertaker, he wished he could do more than he could. And they really maybe shouldn't have made this 33 minutes, but I get it because the story, I get it. Anyway, yeah, not that bad. What is that bad again is Brock and fucking Brock and Roman 34. Just when you thought you couldn't get worse, you get worse with the same. I mean, it's tough to say oh, this was another foregone conclusion because everyone thought it was, but then Roman lost. Um, but this this is more offensive than the Triple H match because they spent a year having Brock Lesnar beat everyone with one finisher. And everyone knew at the time, I remember, he beat Braun Strowman with it, with one F5. And everyone was like, that was weird. The prediction when he kept doing it was, oh, they were waiting for when he fights Roman, and then Roman's going to kick out. And that's the plan. The plan is that he's going to get a huge pop because no one kicked out of the F5. So what they did in this match was have Roman kick out of 6 F5s to more and more boos every single time. It's just a spectacular backfire. Yeah, it's kind of funny how they can have one of the best main events of all time and one of the worst. Because this is everything that the first one wasn't. They're just spamming German suplexes because it's that era of Brock Lesnar. Spamming finishers. Nobody cares. The lighting is really weird. Okay, I like Roman getting elbowed open and the Crimson Mask. That was cool. But then he loses again. It was pointless. Everyone after the match was over was okay, well, no one wanted Roman to win, but you wanted him. You wanted to move on, but he lost again. God, it's amazing how this guy bounced back and became the Tribal Chief because was kind of like a career burial, you would think. God. Yeah, terrible, terrible main event. Holy fuck. There's so many more. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna go to bed. Holy shit, we're already 6 minutes. Bye.
Hello again. We're back. It's the next day, and I'm finishing what I started. I'm committing to this. So we're gonna move with Becky versus Ronda versus Charlotte. Okay, there's a lot of problems outside of this match alone. One, it came at the end of a 9-hour WrestleMania. So naturally, no one gave a shit. Everyone wanted to go home, and it was just not a very hot match. It also should have just been Becky and Ronda. Charlotte was forced in. It was silly. It was also a botch fest, including the finish. And it's tough to say that, well, if this was the only women's main event, I guess I'd feel bad, but like they've had much better matches. So Becky, Ronda, Charlotte. Okay. Uh, Here's where I'm torn. Positives of this match is unlike a lot of triple threats that are like, one on one and one guy waits outside the ring and sells, and they sort of just trade for the entire match. There is a lot of three-way movement in this match. Like a lot, they're all consistently active, which is a positive of the match. Yeah, it's top of kind of lame. It's better than Jericho Triple H. Moving on, Boneyard match, Undertaker AJ Styles. I'm kind of torn on this match. I thought it was cool when it came out, like when it happened, and I liked the novelty of a lot of the cinematic matches. It is sort of like it's really weirdly edited and like kind of distracting in that sense. That being said, considering what Undertaker was capable at the time, yeah, okay. I feel like I'm shitting on this match and then putting it in pretty good. I like the Good Brothers getting killed. I like AJ when he beats up Undertaker. That being said, Undertaker's like moans of pain were really uncomfortable to listen to when he's dying. um, that was hard. It's like someone watching their dad get beat up. That being said, I love the meme that spawned from this with the teleporting. I love when all the druids show up and he just fucking kills a bunch of them. Like it's like a bad action movie, but that makes for a pretty good wrestling match. I feel like it's kind of disrespectful to John Cena and Triple H because I do really like that match. It's gonna go right there. Moving on before I think more about it. Oh man, Brock and Drew. This this is pretty bad. This is going to go at top of pretty bad because at least it's not an hour long. It's like 2 minutes long. If this entire match happened in front of a crowd, it probably would have been pretty good to amazing. Like genuinely, it could have been the same match. If Drew kicks out of the F5, would have got a huge pop. But it's just awkward. It's just awkward. I feel like Drew also hits the Claymore immediately. I wasn't going to rewatch this shit. So I'm going based off memory. But like all the big spots, all the big finisher moments would have been very well received. But they weren't. It was silent. It was awkward. It was pretty fucking bad. And sad for Drew. Okay. Bianca and Sasha is. I wish instead of pretty good, it was pretty great. Because I do think this match is great. In fact, every match in here is you know, better than pretty good. I wish maybe I actually can change the name of this. Hold on a minute. I'll figure out where I put this. This match actually kind of rocks. You know, first of all, I'm putting it there. Uh, Pretty good, pretty great. Thank God I do that. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, this match is really great. Awesome spots. The hair whip spot is fucking fantastic. The I don't know what you call it. Like she fireman's carry slash like lifts Sasha up from the outside, walks her up the steps, and throws her in the ring. Awesome 450 in this match. They don't do too many near falls at all. Like the 450 kick out is like the big kick out, and it works perfectly. Bianca sells it well. I love the final like sequence, final 30 seconds is fucking awesome. With like the fake out KOD and everything. This match is this makes up for the terrible first women's main event because this match is fucking great. If anyone hasn't watched this match in a while, you should go back and rewatch this match. This is good shit, great shit. Some would say. Uh, what is holding it back, though, I will say, is the story was terrible leading up to this match. Story was absolutely dog shit, which is actually a common theme for a lot of these women's main events. I don't really know why, but they usually suck. But then the match, it kind of makes up for it. But yeah, terrible feud. Great, great match. Okay. Boop. This match, Daniel Bryan, so close to GOAT tier for both of your main events, but didn't make it there exactly. That being said, this match, especially watching this match live, was a hell of a roller coaster. And okay, a few things. I love the build up. I love the promo package into this match. I love that all three guys had sort of been forced to retire and then they came back in one way or another. Whole elements was great. Daniel Bryan was kind of shoehorned into this match, but I'm glad he was because he made it better. This finish is one of the few times in wrestling that I've been like worked or like legitimately like mad kind of, because usually like when someone does some heel shit, I'm a smart, I'm a wrestling fan, so I'm gonna be like, oh, that's good heel shit, like that's great heel work. But like when he double stack pinned them, I was actually pissed because he didn't earn it because it was specifically not like a fully dominant. He got basically was about to lose, was cheated. Jey Uso or Jimmy, whoever the fuck came in to cost Edge the match, and then he still double stacks and pins them. It's like fake arrogance, like fake dominance, kind of. I was fucking mad because my boys got done dirty, both of them. And for that, I think that puts this great match into amazing tier. Um, it's also just a very fun triple threat. It's more entertaining and fast paced than the previous Bryan triple threat main event. I love. I remember that the near fall where Edge hits the two spears. He ducks Roman and then hits another spear of his own. I fucking thought that was it. It was unpredictable at the time too because you really felt like either one could have beat Roman, but instead he held it for like 3 more years. But yeah, this is amazing. Good shit. Stone Cold versus Kevin Owens. This is also pretty great. It's also short. Okay, as a match, it's nothing special. As a moment, it's incredible. Watching Stone Cold legitimately in real time get better through the power of cold ones. Like his stomps were looking really shit at first. And I was like, oh man, is he going to do this? Is this going to be like awkward? And then he just kept getting into it. He like powered up. It was a pretty fun brawl. He took a fucking suplex on the concrete, which no one could have expected him to do. Um, it's in a, it's like not really anything too special, but it's really the moment that makes this pretty great. I like that Kevin still got a near fall in.
You know, he didn't get totally washed. He got his own stunner in. Um, yeah, feel good moment. Pretty great. Not as good as Rock and Cena, because that was, yeah, okay. I think because the year-long build of Rock and Cena is enough. That's enough to put that past Bianca and Sasha, even though I like this Bianca Sasha match better. Anyway, moving on. Brock Roman again. How have they had three Mania main events and all of them are very different shades of like quality? Because this match is incredibly fucking mid. And it's actually worse than Jericho and Triple H. It's better than the fucking Fatal Four Way because not that long, but very disappointing because this feud specifically, the build up to this match was great, and I was looking forward to this unification match, and they just they went the lazy route on their match, but which they sometimes do, they sometimes don't. But this night they chose to go lazy. They chose to go finisher fest. It felt very flat. It felt very flat. Generic way to beat Brock too. Um, yeah, boo, lame, 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 lame. Not lame though. Is this? Oh, wait, what happened? No, you are amazing. You are right here. The story building up to this match, because like you could see it sort of on the horizon in the months like maybe October of 2022. You're like, wouldn't that be great if they went this route because of the Montreal pay per view? You're like, they could do Sammy Roman. And like with the Usos, you're like, maybe Endgame is Sammy and Kevin reuniting to like win the belts. But like, who knows if they would win for it? They went for it. And they let them main event. And they let them put on a freaking, just an, honestly, an indie as fuck match. Like, 45 super kicks. Like, pretty crazy. Um, but yeah, it all paid off very well. Great story beats at the end. Sami Zayn. Anytime Sami Zayn does like a charged up haluva kick with like close up on his face as he's emoting, it's peak. It's peak. The few downsides of this match is genuinely there is too many super kicks. They could have cut it down a tiny bit. It's ridiculous. Two, very long heat segment that like they could trim a bit. Like they kind of get their asses beat, like Sammy and Kevin, a lot. Um, the Usos don't sell a lot for them either. That being said, the payoff, it's too good. It's amazing. It's just, it's better than Kurt and Brock. Yeah, that's where you are. Oh, here we go. See, we're almost done. We're almost done. Let's throw a little, let's throw a little gas in the fire. Let's throw a little gas in the fire. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. This match is incredible. And I'm so glad that now that he finally did beat Roman the year later, people can finally talk about this match without just talking about the finish. And I have thoughts about the finish. I guess I'll say my thoughts about the finish. The finish is bad to this match. If this finish was even done a little bit differently, not even Roman winning, Roman can still win. But if it's the whole like two crossroads and then he awkwardly backs up into the corner, which he has never done before, Solo coming back, even though he'd been kicked out. Another, like, it was shoddily done. Roman just no sells two crossroads and hits the bounce on the spear. It was not a good finish. If they had changed that, if they had done that finish differently, I don't know. However the fuck they do it, this would be the best WrestleMania main event of all time. Easily. The finish holds this back 2 spots, but only 2 spots, because this match is just a masterpiece of professional wrestling. The entrances in this match. Oh, I can finally gush about the entrances in this match. One, they're better than the ones the year prior or the year after. Cody's not wearing a stupid fucking skull mask. He is perfect babyface. Hugging the kid, incredible reaction. His gear is awesome. The set, the stage, the nighttime look of WrestleMania 39. Mwah, ready to go. And they had built him up as a very credible threat. Just like the triple threat with Edge and Bryan, it was not a foregone conclusion here. He could have won. They played it very smart because Sammy was super hot, but they sort of tied Cody with Sammy still. He was cutting awesome promos. It was very believable that he could have won. So again, entrance great. Roman Reigns' entrance in this match is the best, like, villain entrance of all time. Of all time. Like, chills even thinking about how epic this shit was. Like, the piano, him coming out, Michael Cole on commentary listing off his opponents that he's beaten. Like, he's like, Brian, Cesaro, fucking Wyatt. He's just listing them off like they're his, like, fallen victims. Incredible. Michael Cole actually in this match, incredible commentary. Probably like an all-time commentary performance in this main event from Michael Cole. And I don't usually like Michael Cole that much, but he was on one in this match. Anyway, yeah, this just felt big time. Like, watching this match live was, it just felt like the most important match to ever happen. Like, ultimate good guy versus ultimate bad guy. Bad guy comes out to some fucking to some to piano music. Come on. And I didn't like, they overdid it. I don't think they did it well in WrestleMania 40 for Roman, but his entrance here, masterpiece. The match, incredible too. Perfectly paced. Roman takes one of the best, like, cutter sells ever, just casually. Like, go rewatch the Cody cutter he takes in this match. Mwah! Fantastic. Um, Never boring. Perfect amount of interference at the end with, like, the Sammy Kevin, like, come in and hit their finishers. I mean, it's awkward how they sort of, like, brawl away after that happens, but, like, that kick out was crazy. Um, yeah, everyone was really like, Cody starts hitting his, like, generation, like, it was anime as fuck. He's hitting his dad's moves and then his brother's moves and then leading into his own. Like, when he starts doing that, you're like, okay, Cody's gonna win. And honestly, it was heartbreaking seeing him lose. Like, I didn't like the finish, but the fact that he lost, you got that sinking feeling, and it's like, well, it's not. It's a good thing when wrestling can do that to you. Everyone was bitter. People were fucking angry. And it's not often that wrestling can make you angry. And then they paid it off too because he won the next year. Um, yeah, good tier, main event. Fucking love it. Good shit. Okay, next up, this tag match. Beep, 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 beep. Hold on. Roman and Rock versus Cody and Seth. This is. I can't tell what I like more. I think it's I think it's worse than Macho and Hogan, and that's because a lot of this match is very boring. Other than the surrealness of Seth Rollins and The Rock brawling, which was crazy to see, um, the first 20 minutes of this match are pretty dull, and it's kind of par for the course for a lot of Roman Reigns matches. And you kind of tell yourself, like, they're gonna they're gonna pick up, so it's gonna make it okay, and they do pick up. And the last part of this match is crazy. Like, from the spear to the rock, to the spear through the barricade, to the rock bottom through the announce table. Crazy moments, very hype. The Rock is very bad at selling. Like, he kind of doesn't. So it's kind of awkward. Like, he'll take moves, but then he'll just sort of, like, I just feel like he didn't sell enough in the finish. Like, he sort of just beat Cody very flat. Um, that being said, it's like, it's that's why it's bottom of amazing, because it's very long and a lot of it is, like, not interesting. But then when they do start cooking, they start cooking. They could have cut it down a bit. Also, the crowd is not nearly as hot for this because of the cold, I remember. Um, but yeah, that's where it is. Final one. We're here. At long last, we're here. Okay. Roman Cody 2. It is also S tier. It is not as good as their first match. I said it. That being said, people are going to talk about the last 10 minutes of this match for probably the rest of time. It was incredibly surreal. Actually, yeah, it's better than Brock and Roman. Yeah, it is. And that's because of sort of, it was like watching a finale to wrestling. Like wrestling could have stopped and it would have been a fitting conclusion on like a meta level. Hearing Michael Cole end the show saying he loves professional wrestling, having freaking Bruce Pritchard and all these fucking people come out to the ring, shaking Cody's hand. John Cena and CM Punk are in the ring together, which was crazy to see. It just like never seemed like it would happen, like Cody actually winning, and it happened, and it was perfect. And to be honest, yes, it would have been better if Stone Cold came out. I don't care. I understand the justification for Undertaker. Yes, I was still losing my mind when the gong hit happened, but come on. If it was Austin, if the glass shattered, come on, think about how incredible that would have been. Also, the Shield moment was let down by how they shot it. If you saw Seth like crawling into the ring, like from the fan angles, and like sort of struggling to his feet before being taken out, would have actually been a lot more effective. But the way they shot it is you just hear the music, and then Seth just gets fucking wiped the first second you see him on camera, and it was kind of awkward. Uh, took it down a bit, a slight bit. That being said, still an all-time fucking classic main event, and I'm glad that they saved all that for the very end. Roman and Cody have great fucking chemistry. They had a great match for like most of it too. They didn't rush into the bullshit. Roman hit a fucking perfect plex, beautiful perfect plex. Um, yeah, we've been blessed with our WrestleMania main events lately, the past few years, because yeah, it was incredible. Not as good as their first match, and that's also because the entrances aren't as good either. I really take a lot of stock in the entrances. Wow, I fucking did it. I did it all. Let's look over this list, make sure if it makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense.